Hey everyone, good morning. Cyclone here from CYCIEprodz on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Do me a favor, like, follow, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so you know every time a video uploads, downloads, side loads, and partial loads. It's a bit early in the week for me to be doing a locks video, but busy week coming up. I am covering the PFL in Mohegan Sun later this week, so I'm pretty sure these locks are really solid, and obviously that's why I'm going to give you guys this info. So let's start it where I will be covering at the PFL. In a rematch, Kana Watanabe and Liz Carmouche go at it again, rematching from Bellator 261, where Liz just flatlined Kana Watanabe in 35 seconds. She bull rushed her and got her out really fast. Do I think that's going to repeat? Probably not. Kana is on a 2-fight winning streak since that loss. She's gonna want to avenge it. But she is someone who rather stay on the outside and point fight. That's not Liz's game, not by a long shot. I think Liz is not going to take her out as easy as she did the first time, who, by the way, is on an 8-fight winning streak herself. But that being said, the only people that have beaten Kana Watanabe are Liz and her training partners, sometimes / friend, Pflmma McFarland. So I think they have some really strong notes on Watanabe's game, and I plan on bringing that up actually with Liz. But her footwork is better, as I'm watching a squirrel run across the telephone lines. Like I said, her footwork is better. She punches like a brick. I think late first round, maybe early second round. But I definitely do see Liz getting another finish here. So yeah, that's that. As far as the UFC is concerned, there is a lot of flyweight action coming up. Now look, Tagir Ulanbekov may one day hold that gold. That day is not right now. Although, I will say this. Someone who is 15-2, slick ass submissions, goes to the ground, you're probably going to get tapped by this guy. Here's the thing. What I'm using as the measuring stick is his fight with Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott was able to crack him. Tim Elliott has some good defensive takedown defense. And he's a solid fighter, and he took him to the cards, and that was Tagir's first real test. Okay. Joshua Van has better takedown defense than Tim Elliott. He hits harder than Tim Elliott. Okay? He lands over 9 strikes a minute on average. Now, yeah, Tagir only absorbs like 3 strikes a minute, but they're going to be harder shots coming at him. Joshua has better takedown defense than Tim Elliott. Everything on paper says that Tagir should win. And like I said, he very well may be a future champion. However, I can just smell it. I can see the upset. And look, here are some things that that Joshua does really good, besides his striking and his takedown defense. In the clinch, he throws solid, really, really solid knees. He has a really good kicking game, and that might soften up Tagir enough that he has his hands down and he leaves his chin open and he gets cracked. And I don't know if Tagir's chin can handle a shot from Joshua. Now look, Joshua's not ranked, and he's going to want to win this fight really bad to get into the rankings. So there's a lot on the line for both guys. That being said, I just it's ripe for an upset. It is. So I'm going Joshua Van. Maybe 29-28 if it goes to the cards. 3rd round finish. But now let's head to the fun part of the predictions. Okay? And the locks of the week. The sweet science. Now there are a bunch of boxing cards this weekend, but I'm going with the big one. I'm going with the big main and the big co-main. It can be argued that Tank Davis's entire career he's been protected by Floyd. Well, show me a fighter whose career hasn't been technically protected. Okay? Bob Arum does it with every one of his fighters. Takes him along really, really slow. That being said, Tank's resume is better than Frank Martin. Now look, Frank is a durable guy. Okay? He is elusive. His cardio is better than Tank Davis's, if we're looking at things honestly. But here's what Tank has. Tank has dim mock power. He has the deadly touch. Okay? He has countering. He is a great counter striker. Okay? He has what I consider to be the best punch in boxing. A massive uppercut. Okay? Now, his movement, not necessarily that great. And that might cost him a little bit because, remember, Leo Santa Cruz hit him, Ryan Garcia hit him. But both of those guys are at least 2 leagues better than Frank Martin. Okay, Frank's combos, and that's his best punches, are his combos, are really good. Now, will Tank get hit with those? Yeah. Will Tank get dropped by those. He shouldn't be. He's been hit harder by better fighters. Like they say, perfect shot will put anybody down. I don't know if Frank can land that perfect shot. Frank also, when in exchanges things start to heat up, he tends to freeze. And you can't freeze against somebody like Tank because you will be flatlined. There is no two ways about it. And I say this as somebody who does not like Tank personally. Gotta look at it honestly. This one's not going on the cards. Tank. Six, 7, 8 round finish. Somewhere in there. As far as the co-main is concerned, look, Alexander Vosdik, he was a good fighter. And I say was because before he retired, he was a good fighter. He was a champion. He was tough as nails. But he is so much older, so much slower than what he was. And he's on the second part of a career. I don't see any way possible that he could win against David Benavidez. David is obviously a lot younger. He hits harder. He throws punches and bunches from every single angle. Now, yes, Vosdik is technical as heck. He has solid footwork. But David's climb now to light heavyweight, is a march to his legacy. I don't know if Vosdik can handle what's going to be coming at him. There is going to be so many punches, okay, from range. And look, Benavidez in close, maybe not as good as other fighters, but he's good enough. And here's the thing. A lot of people did not want to fight Benavidez. He's had the same problem as Demetrius Andrade. Okay, he's been screwed on losing out fights to people. But if he wins this fight, he can legitimately make a claim to want to get either Bev or Bivol. Okay. And then it's all... It's all magic for him then, because that will be his true test. Win this fight. This is his litmus test, which he should, and I am locking it up that Benavidez grabs a finish. Later rounds, maybe 9, 10. Yeah. So look, I have to get ready for heading to Mohegan and the Nutmeg State of Connecticut to cover the PFL. So, I got a couple of box rips coming up. I do know that. I guess until those videos get made, Cyclone saying, peace out, homies. Do me a favor, like, follow, share, subscribe. Click that icon button. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Peace out, homies.